talk about my knitting. Now, the question is, I'd like to make it commercial. You know, I do hats and scarves and different things, and you've got to see if it's not too expensive, like what price range you can get on it. Now, like on eBay, they have like some really inexpensive ones from China, but most of them are really thin yarns or like threads, and I needed to experiment to see what I was going to get. Like, was it going to be worth it financially? And so I did some tests. Alright, first I had this, this is like a super thin thread. It's a thread. So what I did with this, I rolled it into 4 balls, and I had a couple different colors, and I made like just a little kid's hat. And it's pretty nice. Like, so the point is, you just got to keep doubling and doubling the thread to make it thick. So, and this, it's like super, super soft. So it's like a little baby kid hat. So that's pretty interesting that you can just, all you need to do is keep making the threads thicker. So you see they're all like individual threads are really thin, but if you put them together, it's thick. And it's a suitable hat. And it could probably, this weave could probably be suitable for adults too. But you just need to, like I said, keep doubling up and doubling up the thread. It's like 4 threads equal the thickness of a regular yarn. Which, for years I wasn't sure what kind of yarn to buy. They said the thickness, the number. They said number 4 is standard. So most yarns are number 4. There's some that are thinner, thicker, there's different weights. But the point is, when you go to buy, you gotta know what you're looking for, depending on what you're gonna make. And alright, then also I got this other, I got this on eBay, inexpensive, and you can see the threads are pretty thin. It's 2 different threads. It's a blue and a green. And like I said, I doubled it up. It's adequate. It's adequate for a hat. It's also very soft. So it's a reasonable supplier. So the point is, when you're making hats or something, you just need to keep on doubling the thickness. If you have a thin thread like this, then you can ultimately make it as thick yarn as you want. Okay? So something we need to watch if you're trying to do commercial. And these, I tried doing slippers last year. This was my first attempt, not quite as good. This is my second. It almost looks like an adequate Christmas stocking. So I was thinking maybe for Christmas I'll make my family slipper socks. Because see, the first one, they're hard because the heel is confusing. And this one was just too thin. So when I got to the heel for the other sock, I just doubled, tripled the yarn, and it's much better. It's definitely durable. But it's hard to gauge. The heel's the tough part. After the heel, everything else is easy. And then, of course, a little flat on the end. But thinking about maybe next Christmas making slipper socks for my family. So we'll see. So there's some of my knitting attempts, and I don't like anything to stump me. Needle knitting is stumping me, but I'm surviving on the loom. Okie doke. Well, hope it's helped you with your knitting. I know a lot of you probably don't knit, a lot of my viewers, but it's one of my hobbies, so it's part of my life casting. Alrighty, I'll talk to you later.